Welcome to ReneEnergy.com, your renewable energy and sustainability platform. At ReneEnergy.com, we believe in the power of clean, sustainable energy to transform the way we live and work. That's why we offer a range of solutions for businesses and homeowners looking to switch to renewable energy sources such as solar, wind, and water. Welcome to today's video, where we will be exploring the fascinating world of hydrogen. Hydrogen is the most abundant element in the universe and has garnered significant attention as a clean energy source. It has the potential to play a crucial role in various applications, from transportation and industry to electricity storage and generation. As we transition to more sustainable energy solutions, understanding hydrogen and how we can measure it becomes increasingly important. In this video, we'll take a deep dive into the units of measurement used for hydrogen in different forms, specifically liquid and gaseous states. We'll explore metrics like volume, mass, and energy content, among others. We'll also look into how these units are applied, converted, and what they mean for costs and environmental impact. Whether you're a student, an energy professional, or simply someone interested in sustainable energy, this video will provide you with the insights you need to understand hydrogen better. Why units matter. The importance of accurate measurement. Understanding the units of measurement for hydrogen is not just a technical detail, it's a fundamental aspect that impacts its utility, cost, and efficiency. Whether you are involved in hydrogen production, transportation, or utilization, getting the units right is crucial. Incorrect measurements can lead to inefficiencies, increased costs, and even safety concerns. For instance, wrongly gauging the volume or pressure of hydrogen storage could have serious implications, including storage failure or ineffective energy output. Therefore, accurate measurement sets the stage for optimal system design, effective energy storage, and responsible usage. Common confusions and pitfalls. When it comes to measuring hydrogen, there are several areas where people often get confused. One common pitfall is the interchangeable use of volume and mass units without considering the state of hydrogen, whether it's gaseous or liquid. For example, it's misleading to compare the energy content of a cubic meter of gaseous hydrogen directly to a liter of liquid hydrogen without accounting for their different densities and energy capacities. Another issue arises with the complexity of converting units, especially when switching between volume, mass, and energy content. Not only do these conversions require specific constants and factors, but they also often depend on temperature and pressure conditions. Failing to account for these variables can lead to inaccuracies that cascade through calculations, affecting everything from cost estimates to emissions metrics. Basic units of measurement. Volume, cubic meter, ft cubed, L, gal. Starting off with volume, this is one of the most fundamental units when it comes to measuring hydrogen. The unit you'll use depends largely on the form of hydrogen you're dealing with and the region you're in. In the metric system, cubic meters, cubic meter, are often used, especially for gaseous hydrogen. In the United States, you may encounter cubic feet, ft cubed. For liquid hydrogen, liters, L, and gallons, gal, are more commonly used. These units give us a clear idea of how much space the hydrogen will occupy, which is crucial for storage and transportation. Mass, kg, tons. Mass is another crucial unit of measurement for hydrogen and is often represented in kilograms, kg, or metric tons. Mass is a more consistent measure across different states of hydrogen and provides a straightforward way to compare liquid and gaseous forms. It's especially important when considering the energy content or purity of the hydrogen, as these often relate directly to mass. Energy, mJ, GJ, kWh. Energy content is perhaps the most important metric when it comes to understanding the utility of hydrogen as a fuel or energy storage medium. The energy content of hydrogen is usually measured in megajoules, mJ, gigajoules, GJ, or kilowatt hours, kWh. This allows us to directly compare the energy stored in hydrogen to other forms of energy, like electricity or fossil fuels. Energy content also directly impacts the economic value of hydrogen, as costs are often calculated per unit of energy. Gaseous hydrogen, a closer look. Measuring volume, cubic meter, ft cubed. When it comes to gaseous hydrogen, volume is often the first metric we encounter. The volume tells us how much space the gas occupies, which is crucial for applications like transportation and storage. The standard unit for volume in the metric system is cubic meters, cubic meter, while in the United States, cubic feet, ft cubed, may also be used. It's crucial to note that the volume is highly sensitive to temperature and pressure conditions, meaning that the same mass of hydrogen can occupy different volumes under different circumstances. Density and pressure, kg per cubic meter, bar, psi. Density and pressure are two closely related factors when dealing with gaseous hydrogen. Density, typically measured in kilograms per cubic meter, kg per cubic meter, tells us how much mass of hydrogen is present per unit volume. It's an essential metric for understanding how much energy can be stored or transported in a given space. Pressure, often measured in bar or pounds per inch 2, psi, is another key parameter. Higher pressures allow for more hydrogen to be stored in the same volume, which is why high-pressure tanks are commonly used for hydrogen storage. Energy content and flow rate, mJ, cubic meter/h, kg/h. Energy content is the heart of why we're interested in hydrogen in the first place, its potential as a clean fuel and energy carrier. For gaseous hydrogen, energy content is often stated in megajoules, mJ, and can be converted from volume or mass units using specific constants. Understanding this energy content is vital for various applications, from powering fuel cells to industrial uses. Flow rate, usually indicated in cubic meters per hour, cubic meter/h, or kilograms per hour, kg/h, gives us an idea of how quickly hydrogen can be delivered or utilized in a system. This is particularly important in industrial settings and fueling stations where the speed of hydrogen delivery can be a critical factor. Liquid hydrogen, the cold facts. Measuring volume, L, gal. For liquid hydrogen, volume measurements are often made in liters, L, or gallons, gal, depending on the region. Unlike gaseous hydrogen, liquid hydrogen is much denser, allowing for more compact storage and transportation. However, it's important to remember that liquid hydrogen must be kept at extremely low temperatures, around -253 degrees Celsius or -423 degrees Fahrenheit, to maintain its liquid state, which brings us to our next point. Density and temperature, kg/L, degree Celsius, degree Fahrenheit. Density for liquid hydrogen is generally expressed in kilograms per liter, kg/L. Compared to its gaseous form, liquid hydrogen is much denser, allowing for a greater amount of energy to be stored in a smaller volume. But this comes at the cost of maintaining very low temperatures, as mentioned earlier. The cryogenic temperatures required for liquid hydrogen storage are usually represented in degrees Celsius, or Fahrenheit, degree Fahrenheit, and they are crucial for calculating the energy content and safe handling of liquid hydrogen. Energy content and flow rate, mJ, LH, kg/h. Like its gaseous counterpart, the energy content of liquid hydrogen is commonly measured in megajoules, mJ. Given its higher density, liquid hydrogen generally has a greater energy content per unit volume than gaseous hydrogen, making it more suitable for certain applications like aerospace or long-haul transportation. Flow rate for liquid hydrogen is often indicated in liters per hour, LH, or kilograms per hour, kg/h. Understanding the flow rate is key for applications like refueling stations or industrial processes where liquid hydrogen is utilized. The flow rate can be critical for both operational efficiency and safety. From cubic meter to mJ, converting units. Converting volume to mass. One of the most common conversions in the hydrogen world is from volume to mass. This is particularly important because different applications and industries may prefer one unit over the other. The conversion between volume and mass usually involves using the density of hydrogen, which can vary depending on its state, liquid or gaseous, and the temperature and pressure conditions. Converting mass to energy. Once you've got the mass, you may also need to convert it to energy content, especially when comparing hydrogen to other forms of energy or fuel. This involves using the lower or higher heating value of hydrogen, which are constants that represent the amount of energy released when hydrogen is burned. The formula to convert mass to energy is energy, mJ equals mass, kg times heating value, mJ/kg energy mJ equals mass, kg times heating value, mJ/kg. Real-world scenarios. Understanding these conversions is not just an academic exercise, it has real-world implications. For example, when sizing a hydrogen storage system, you'll need to know both the volume and energy content to meet specific application needs. Or consider refueling a hydrogen-powered vehicle. Knowing how to convert units can help you understand how much fuel you're actually getting and what it will cost. Moreover, different countries or industries may prefer different units, so being able to convert between them is key for international cooperation and trade in the hydrogen sector. Quality and purity. Importance and units, percent, ppm. When we talk about hydrogen as an energy carrier, it's not just the quantity that matters, quality also plays a pivotal role. The purity of hydrogen, often indicated as a percentage, percent, or in parts per million, ppm, has far-reaching implications for its use. High-quality, pure hydrogen is essential for certain applications like fuel cells, where even minute impurities can significantly degrade performance and lifespan. Commonly, purity levels are described in terms like 5 nines, 99.999%, to indicate just how pure the hydrogen is. Implications for use cases. The required purity level can differ vastly depending on the application. Fuel cells, these usually require high purity hydrogen, often above 99.9%, to ensure efficient performance and longer operational life. Contaminants can foul the cell membranes, leading to reduced efficiency or even failure. Industrial use, in various industrial processes, the purity requirements might be less stringent, depending on the application. For example, in petroleum refining, slightly lower purity levels may be acceptable. Transportation. When used in internal combustion engines, the purity requirements might be more lenient compared to fuel cells but are still generally high to ensure complete combustion and minimal emissions. Energy storage. Here, the purity requirements could vary widely. In some cases, slightly lower purity levels might be acceptable, especially if the hydrogen is going to be burned to generate electricity. The purity level also has economic implications, as higher purity generally demands more complex and, therefore, more expensive purification processes. Cost factor. Cost per unit volume, dollar per cubic meter, $/L. When evaluating the economics of hydrogen, one common method is to consider the cost per unit volume. This is particularly helpful when looking at storage and transportation options, as well as comparing hydrogen to other gaseous or liquid fuels. Prices might be given in dollars per cubic meter, dollar per cubic meter, for gaseous hydrogen or dollars per liter, $/L, for liquid hydrogen. However, it's crucial to remember that these costs are influenced by the conditions under which the hydrogen is stored or transported, such as pressure and temperature. Cost per unit mass, $/kg. Another key metric is the cost per unit mass, often expressed in dollars per kilogram, $/kg. This measure gives a straightforward way to compare the cost of hydrogen to other fuels and is particularly useful for applications where weight is a critical factor, such as in aerospace or mobile applications. This unit is also often used in fueling stations for hydrogen-powered vehicles. Cost per unit energy, $/mJ, $/kWh. For many end-use applications, what really matters is the cost per unit of energy. This allows for a direct comparison with other forms of energy, be it electricity, natural gas, or even battery storage. Prices may be expressed in terms of dollars per megajoule, $/mJ, or dollars per kilowatt hour, $/kWh. This metric is extremely valuable for calculating the economic feasibility of hydrogen in various energy systems, from grid storage to transportation. Environmental footprint. Carbon emissions, kg CO2e/mJ. When assessing the environmental impact of hydrogen, it's crucial to consider its carbon footprint, commonly measured in kilograms of CO2 equivalent per megajoule, kg CO2e/mJ. This metric is especially relevant when comparing hydrogen to other fuels and energy carriers. The carbon footprint varies depending on the method of hydrogen production. For example, green hydrogen produced via electrolysis using renewable energy sources has a much lower carbon footprint compared to gray hydrogen, which is produced from fossil fuels. Lifecycle assessments. To get a more complete picture, lifecycle assessments are invaluable. These assessments consider the entire lifespan of hydrogen production, from extraction to production, storage, transportation, and final use. Factors like energy use in production, transportation emissions, and infrastructure durability all contribute to the overall environmental footprint. Conclusion and takeaways. Summary of key points. Units of measurement for hydrogen, whether in gaseous or liquid form, are critical for its effective utilization and economic evaluation. Quality and purity are essential factors that affect both the efficiency and application of hydrogen energy systems. The cost of hydrogen can be analyzed through various metrics, each offering unique insights into its economic viability. Understanding the environmental footprint through carbon emissions and life cycle assessments is vital for a sustainable hydrogen economy. Future directions and technologies. As we move forward, advancements in technologies like electrolyzers, fuel cells, and storage solutions will likely make hydrogen more efficient and affordable. Moreover, the rise of green hydrogen production methods holds promise for reducing the carbon footprint significantly. The key to a sustainable hydrogen economy lies in continuous innovation and systemic improvements across the production, storage, and utilization chain. Thank you for choosing ReneEnergy.com as your go-to source for all things renewable energy and sustainability. With our YouTube channel, we explore the latest developments and innovations in the field, including hydrogen fuel cells and the use of AI and machine learning to optimize energy consumption. If you're ready to take the next step towards a cleaner, more sustainable future, visit us at ReneEnergy.com and discover the many ways we can help you transition to renewable energy. Thank you for watching and subscribing. Stay up to date on all the latest news and insights by subscribing today.